was arrested under anti-terrorism laws and dropped charges against Ginbot 7 leader Behahun Nega, who was sentenced to death in 2009 for an alleged assassination plot. For additional insight on the rapid developments in Ethiopia, Tsedale Lemma, editor-in-chief and founder, Addis Standard magazine, joins me live via Skype from Frankfurt, Germany. Good evening.
Good evening, Vincent.
Now, Tsedale, the smile on your face tells me that you are actually pleased by the announcements you're getting out of Addis Ababa. What do you make of the latest?
Well, I am pleased, and I think millions of Ethiopians are also pleased, because this, the categorization of these three organizations, political organizations, as terrorist groups was not only harmful for the political space in the country, but also thousands of individuals were, charged with terrorism in connection with these three organizations mostly, although there are others as well. So this is a very welcome news that the parliament has unanimously passed to, remove the label of terrorism from these three organizations, not only for the political space, but also for individuals that have been haunted by this, by the terrorism law in the country for allegedly being connected to these organizations. So this is really a very good step in the right direction.
Now, the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff says that people now can hopefully resort to peaceful discourse. Does this, for you, signal that democracy is being embraced and that people can now actually come out on the streets and be allowed to protest without being attacked and arrested?
Well, this particular bill that was removed today does not necessarily deal with the ban on public demonstration, but the public demonstration, as we have seen it the last 2 weeks, even though it is a pro-Prime Minister demonstrations, people are coming out on the street without being jailed and being harassed like it used to be before. So it's not clearly connected to the lifting of the ban on public demonstration. We're not very sure if there is going to be a protest demonstration allowed in the cities, in the country, under the circumstances currently. So the two are not connected to one another. However, what will come to an end is that even if individuals are going to be detained by the police now, they are less likely to be charged with terrorism in connection with these organizations, or having the alleged link to these organizations. This has come to an end.
Now, what do you think is going on? Is it that the party has come to the realization that change has to happen, or is this singularly the influence of the new Prime Minister?
Well, I think this is the party's decision. If we go back to December, when they had that deep reform meeting before the former Prime Minister resigned, they have reached into some kind of consensus that these are some of the measures that they have to take in order to survive, in order to save themselves. So although the Prime Minister is seen sometimes singularly taking some drastic measures, more or less this is the party's decision as a collective.
Indeed, we look forward to seeing more changes. What a new dawn in Ethiopia. Thanks a lot for joining us today, Tsedale, and we'll have these conversations continue another time.
Sure. Thank you.
Tsedale Lemma is editor.